certifiable.
Certifiable something. He's a clown. Carefree in himself.
But he's getting a fast start here on Boy Toy. But now he's rubbing his face. What in the... Jameson not showing any fear when it looked like Psydsho was going to bust him one.
Did this guy eat a bunch of psychedelics before he came in the ring? He doesn't even sound right.
He ate some stale popcorn and some bad peanuts. Those are the staples of his diet, you know.
Clown diet, yeah. And a lot of pain. That explains it.
Well, he pointed right at Boy Toy. Maybe he's saying that Boy Toy's from the USA. Now, of course, as the Moonshiners and now as the Pacific Coast Blondes, we've seen these do two amazing things at the BCW Championship. Psydsho pounded on that shoulder. He is breaking Boy Toy Billy down right there.
Oh. Snapping that arm in half. And now he's going to twist it over again.
Applying a wrist lock and pushing down on the shoulder. If he does that too hard, too much power, he could pop that shoulder right out of socket.
Now he's going to give a little pressure on the rope to that arm.
Well, Psydsho's bigger. He's obviously stronger, obviously more aggressive, plus he does know wrestling deep down. But one thing he doesn't have is a partner in the corner waiting for a tag, and that may be a disadvantage to him. In fact, I'm sure it will be.
In the end, it could be the one thing that finishes him.
Of course. Oh,
Nice
nice.
drop no hold there by Boy Toy Billy. Drop Psydsho right to the ground.
Now locking in a headlock. Psydsho using that superior strength, though, getting himself in a standing position. That was impressive. Boy Toy anticipated the breakout, trains it into a different move. And now a tag. This is where
Right tag. This is where Psydsho's going to be at a disadvantage. If he ever gets in a segment, he doesn't have to, but he's tag in or out to.
Now, as far as I've seen on the card tonight, we may not get any answers at all about what was going on. We saw Big V. It looked like he and Zach Winters were having some problems, and it looks like Psydsho is being sympathetic to Big Vicious. So, but those questions, Big Vicious is not here, Zach Winters is not here at this time. I don't think we're going to get any answers.
I don't think we'll get any answers this week. We'll see what happens in the near future.
Trio.
I think the faction could be imploding.
A trio.
This could be the first start of it.
That is certainly true. The more guys you have, the more egos getting in the way.
Absolutely, Ted said it right. The more egos you have in that locker room, unstable, and the more headache you get in the end.
But right now, the former Moonshiners, the Coast Blondes, they're taking over this match. Couple quick tags and then a quick attempt at a pinfall by Gigolo. These two guys, I mean, we watched them go from being newbies just getting out of training to some very accomplished tag teams and getting even more and more accomplished each week in singles action.
Yep, I've seen these guys practicing lately on a regular basis. They come here a couple, 3 days a week and take some training from an old veteran. And they're getting better and better. The more training they have underneath their belt, the more smoother their in-ring action gets.
That is definitely true. I remember that from my days in training. And these guys have gone through several trainers in the last years. We've been watching them. Once one person has trained them what they can, they find somebody else. And they just keep learning and learning.
Yeah, I mean, you learned from some of the best back in Michigan.
Oh, I don't want to drop names, but yeah, there are a few of them back there that I really learned a lot from. Boy Toy Billy right now is cranking back on a chin lock. And a headbutt between the shoulder blades. That's a little...
That is different, huh? What do you call that, a head and shoulder?
I don't know, but if I get back into the ring, I might do something like that. I got one of the hardest heads in the industry. A head and shoulders. V.
I think-
Gotta keep trying that.